mana worth of value. Because I'm not playing an 8/8 for 7 mana that does nothing, right? Like a vanilla 8/8, you would only play if it costs like 6. Like some people play Fell Reaver, but like that downside is very punishing. That's why it's not that common. So yeah, I think the card is fair. Eight eight at 6 mana. What the fuck? What are you talking about? Would you play a vanilla 8/8 for 7 mana? I don't think anyone in like if you had the option to, I don't think you would. Like Pit Fighter's a vanilla 5 mana 5/6, but you wouldn't play a vanilla 5 mana 5/6. No one has done it yet in Constructed. So like when you look at the value of cards, you have to look at the value of what is a vanilla minion that I would play for that stat, and then estimate how much the effect is worth beyond that. Like you would play a 5 mana 6/6, but you would never play a 5 mana 5/6. Just vanilla minions in Constructed. So that's kind of like the scale I use to determine if it's a card I would want to play or not. Life Coach is a similar like scale thing. He has like a spreadsheet or something he made at one point showing the value of all the cards and what their mana cost is in relation to their stats and things. Why Piloted Shredder is busted was answered in that, and like interesting stuff, you know. I'll trade into it after. Like there's no advantage for me trading into it beforehand, right? Well, 4 mana 4/5 is like still okay as a vanilla minion. I think it's definitely a playable one. What's my thoughts on Tentacles for Arms? Probably not going to be a good card.
Let me think.
Onyxia is what? 8/8 and 2 muster for battles for 6? Or for 9? Onyxia doesn't give the lights justice in the muster for battle, so it's like the body value of Onyxia is an 8/8. We already discussed 8/8 is probably worth 6 mana. So you get 6 mana for that, and you're spending 3 mana for as many 1/1s as your board can hold. Which, if we assume you have an empty board, is 6 1/1s. 6 1/1s is like what? I don't know, it's less than 5 mana value, right? Because no one's gonna play the darkness thing, the 5 mana summon 5 1/1s. That's not gonna be a playable card, so yeah, it's interesting.
None may steal our
Just follow the curve, play the board, yeah. Simple game. Stacking up that anything value.
You smell like a leopard.
But then you also gotta like look at the downside of Onyxia. The downside of Onyxia is if you're playing that card, you're doing nothing else with your turn. You don't want to be doing nothing else with your turn ever. That's never good. Okay, we need something that can trade into this, so I don't really want to play Pit Fighter here because I don't want to trade my 5/6 into a 5/4 or a 5/1. So I need to set up a way to deal with it, so I'm going to play these minions so that I have a way to clear it after the fact. I'm going to be going on Value Town tomorrow, so you can hear my thoughts on a lot of the new cards and stuff there. So I don't want to spoil too much of the things I'm probably going to be saying there by answering like every question. Value Town tomorrow at 4 p.m. Eastern. It's probably going to be on Tempo Storm's channel, or it's going to be on Chanman's channel, one of the two. And you can check that out. I'll probably go. Chanman will usually bombard me with a lot of questions about the new cards.
I wonder.
I don't know who the other guests are, but it's always really fun. There's always Chanman usually comes up with some pretty good questions that can cause some controversy. I'm usually on the side that the card's a lot better than people think. Everyone usually is just like, this card's terrible, and I'm like, wait a minute, now you can use it in this way, this way, this way. Ends up not so bad.
To battle! You smell like a leopard.
This is fine. Like, I have no way to trade into this 3-1 after the fact, but I don't mind using my 5-6 to trade into it because 3 health is pretty fine most of the time anyway. So I'm okay with just
We
tempoing out here.
must cleanse the Sunwell.
4. Kodo value. The 4 is kind of annoying, huh?
I fight dirty.
I don't want to be vulnerable to Consecrate, so I think I want to trade this way. And play Guardian of Kings? Or I can trade this way, Wolf Rider, Ancient Brewmaster? No. I think I just Kodo Dude, right?
Let me think.
Kodo Dude is like 4-6 worth of stats and remove a 2-3.
Dirty.
It's probably okay. Because Guardian of Kings like has the attachment of the heal 6. Sidonian 101 just subscribed for 2 months in a row. Welcome back to the Batcave team thing, man. Appreciate the sub. Appreciate the sub. How's it going, man? Sub hype. What cards have been revealed so far that you think are the most underrated, and why do they not suck? The Druid Twilight Drake. It's a 4-mana 4/5, and if your Cthulhu has 10 or more attack, it gets plus 5 more health, so it becomes a 4/10. I think that card's going to be a lot better than people think. It's just really good. Like, I think the odds of getting Cthulhu that high that early is pretty possible if the cards have already been printed. And then at the same time, like, 4/10s on turn 4 in Druid are really good. Especially if you curved out Cthulhu minions before that. Like, the amount of snowballing that happens there is just insane. And I don't think it's going to be... I don't think it's going to... Like, even if Druid doesn't have combo, like, stopping that snowball once it gets started is going to be a mission. So... I think that card's going to be a lot stronger than people really give it credit for. Unmoved. I appreciate the sub, man. Feels good. Welcome to the Batcave team thing. Thanks for the resub, dude. How's it going?
Truth is my
Reporting for duty.
Okay, let's try and milk the value out of these guys and then try and Ancient Brewmaster some of them back, yeah? Right? No, probably not worth. Probably just do this. Because I can Ancient Brewmaster Sunwalker later. Can Ancient Brewmaster Sunwalker now. It's just like so powerful to have a Sunwalker on a naked board with the Divine Shield. So I can pick which minion I want to trade the Divine Shield into. So that plus the NCK effect gives me 8 damage just thrown into whatever I want. So hopefully I can just kill one of his minions for free. Ah, no, he has the Charger to break the Divine Shield. The monkey.
Reporting for duty.
Wombo combos.
Another round?
Don't want to play into Consecrate, right? We play into Elven Archer instead of Consecrate. What time do I start streaming now? Normally I start streaming at 4 AM Eastern time, but the schedule's still a little wonky for a little bit as I get into the groove. You know, I just came back from Birmingham, UK, yesterday, so still trying to work out the kinks here and get into a pattern. 5-2, baby, 5-2. Climbing through. Man, Eric is late. Oh shit, I forgot to check in for TNH, man. I was gonna play that. Oh jeez. Now I'm probably not gonna be able to play the open tournament because I'm checking in late. Blarg.
Uther versus
See if I can still check in.
Watch your.
I'm on the waiting list.
I
This
will
check-in started.
fight with
Check in.
honor.
Alright, I checked in super late, so I might not be able to play this open tournament. But I was looking forward to trying to get some BlizzCon points in the open tournament in a minute. I'm on the waiting list right now. We cannot guarantee that you will play. Crap. You gotta check in right when check-in opens, and check-in opened like 40 minutes ago. So I think we're screwed as far as playing in Tuesday Night Hype goes, but... yeah, it's hard to sign up for tournaments, dude. You gotta really watch them. Constructed or unsub? Oh. I'm trying to play open tournaments too, but like can't get in them. Can't qualify for the open tournaments. It's too hard, dude. Yeah, I mean, this crib's good. It's got a dagger if he wants to beat the Noble Sacrifice, so most of the time we should have a 2-3 left after this. Coin SI. Coin Dagger Deadly. He's gonna try and kill it first. Play around Redemption instead of Noble Sac. Or is he gonna know? Plays around Noble Sac. Yeah, I mean that's the right way to do it. Chad agreed that I was by far the best caster. Feels good, man. Yeah, I've been working on casting a lot, like trying to just stay with the flow and watching tournaments and figuring out how to organize things better. So, casting's something I hope I can do in the future at a decent level. So, I mean, work in progress, right? So, I try and volunteer whenever I'm able to get some casting experience in. Because, I mean, that's the key, right? You can try all you want, you can stream, you can do whatever, but when it comes down to it, the most important thing about any sort of job is just experience. So, trying to get experience in. So I'll actually be casting another tournament. I'll be casting a small-time open tournament coming up soon. So you can check that out if you liked my casting at Insomnia. This is not going well. Guy's deck is so aggressive. It's okay, we got anything can happen. That sick value trade there. We expect another card review video soon. You can expect it tomorrow. We just did the recording for it this morning. So I woke up first thing this morning, recorded the new card review video, shipped it off to the editor. He's getting that stuff done, and then we'll be good to go tomorrow with that. And then the day after that will be another one, and the day after that will be another one. So big plans. Big plans. Alright, I don't have anything to play, so I mean, if we're gonna win this game, we need to start doing this sort of shenanigans.
I'll put it on your tab. Reporting for duty.
Gonna try and bluff like this is something good. I don't know. Like, it doesn't help me at all to play, right? He just trades into it. It gains me some life, basically, but gaining 3 life doesn't seem like the most important thing to do right now. Consecrate seems like the most important thing to draw.
Truth is my shield.
Alright, so dagger goes here, this goes here, this goes here, that goes there, and we're screwed. Shit. That Divine Shield is definitely killing my 5-4. There's no way around that, but it's gonna be tough to win this game for sure. Opponent's starting to run out of cards though. So are we, but like our top decks should be better. We're gonna start drawing our Krakens, we're gonna start seeing things soon. Get some heals even can help if he tries to rush off base. Kodo no help here. Got a 4-6. Probably play this though, because now the 1 damage on one of these things becomes relevant here. Because we're getting close to being able to set them up to die to stuff. Don't worry, I have anything for the finish. Soon. Only Murlocs that have been played this game is that one Murloc. 4-6 trades with 4-4 now, that's good. Shit. The tempo sabotage too strong. Oh god. gonna need some Krakens. That's a raging organ. I mean, we play both the minions. Now this gives us Consecrate as an out to stabilize and stay alive. We have one Consecrate in the deck. Otherwise, our only outs are like North Sea Kraken
Well
and Guardian of
played.
Kings. Oh wait, no, we're dead on board. What am I talking about? It's over, man. It's all over. I had a dream still. I was staying positive. In the face of complete defeat, I was like, we still got it, man. Let's go. But no, that's the game. All right, I mean, like, we drafted Anyfin as our first card and only found one Murloc, so I mean, happens. Happens. The Shane 5-win arena. It's okay. We still get a pack. We still get 60 gold. It could have been worse, but it was bad. Okay, so now we just did Paladins, not Paladin. Warrior's the worst class in arena, so let's do that. I'm up for a challenge. I heard Gorehowl is a good card. 2-drops are good. 3/5s are not bad. Stormpike Commando, I heard, is okay. Because removal's good, but like we don't have a hero power or anything in conjunction with it, so I'd probably just take the 4-drop. Probably take Piloted Shredder. I heard that card's okay. Siege Engine seems good. Healbot seems alright, and Control Warrior sort of stuff. The other cards are pretty weak. Probably just take Healbot. We gotta not get bursted down. 4-drop seems good. This guy's pretty sweet in Warrior. All of these are pretty god-awful. Probably take the 2/5 taunt. I mean, this is a 2/5 as well, and we have some mechs. I think we take that and go for the mech dream. Shade for sure, right? Can grow and help us. The 2/3, just because 2-drops at I8. Fossilized Devil Sword. We don't have very good late game, so it's probably worth taking. Just throw something big out there. Double Piloted Shredder. That's how you win arena. Piloted Shredders. Annoyatron's not terrible. Let's go with the Clunker. More mechs, you know. Get her done. Another 2-drop. There we go. That card's good. Another 2-drop where we have Shattered Sun Cleric. We have 1, 2, 3, 4 2-drops. We'd probably take another 2-drop before we take Shattered Sun Cleric. 5. Dude, the mech synergy. Oh man, Mech Warrior. This is probably better than Cruel Taskmaster. I don't know, they might leave some for 1 health. Okay, fine. Mumbling Runts. Just get in there with that card. I mean, the other option is upgrade, right? Seems good. There's a Deathblade. That card's good. Yeah, I mean, the other cards blow. Yeah, more Destroyers. Yeah, remove weapon. Yeah, I mean, mechs. We're playing Mech Warrior. Yeah, Mech Warrior. 2-drop. Oh wait, there was a mech. I forgot. Okay. There was a mech synergy card. The double Screwjack Clunker. This is a sick Mech Warrior. This is a sick Mech Warrior. Holy shit. I should have taken the 1/2 though. I didn't take the 1/2. I should have done it. I don't know. I zoned out. I forgot. Forgot that was a mech card. Five wins max? Come on, man. Have some faith. Believe in the bat.
Garrosh versus Gul'dan. Your soul shall be mine. Victory
So we always
or
keep
death.
Screwjack and Clunker, right? Just go with a dream. Easiest game of my life. Damn. I don't know. We'll draw into the max. Draw into the max. This will work. Oh, baby. That Shredder's getting ignored. Turn it into His 6'5" Savannah High Shredder. It's gonna be good. Probably Cruel Taskmaster. We can bump it up to 3-2 with the Direwolf Alpha. Or we can Direwolf Alpha bump it up to a 4-1. I don't know which is better.
I wonder.
I'll go this way with it. This is worse against Coin Imp Gang Boss by a lot. That's the only downside, right? I can't imagine very many other cards that he would play that it's really bad against. It's good against this. Alright, we're gonna have the beefiest Shredder NA.
No problem.
Might as well kill it so we can't buff it with crazy things.
Put this apple on your head.
This is good. His zoo deck just hit a terrible starting curve. He's a pretty mediocre zoo player. Should have went for the Flame Imps. I hope you have BGH for my piloted high main. It's just gonna turn into a piloted the beast after it turns into piloted high main. It's just a scale. First you're a Shredder, then you're done. No! It died. Alright, we have attempt 2. Attempt 2. Attempt 2. Alright, so piloted Shredder is phase 1. Second form is piloted high main. And then third form is the beast. But piloted the beast. It's pretty sick. And it's gonna give us a sick value trade here too. Ooh, Flame Juggler, hello.
Defensive systems online.
There we go, we got the piloted high main. Phase 2. And he's like, right now he's thinking like, oh shit, dude, look at that, the synergy is so strong. I'm never gonna beat that. And I'm sitting here, it's like not even my final form yet, bro. Not even the final form.
It's getting hot in here.
Yeah, okay, that makes sense. If I was a Flame Juggler, I'd be terrified too. Thanks, dude. The infinite value. I mean, honestly, I really just want to play this. Yeah, we'll respect the curve. I mean, next turn we go 4 into 4, so let's...
Toasty. Ramming speed. Time for killing.
Like, I mean, you gotta be responsible with your Beast Shredder. Dank Steed animation, so dank. Where's Eric? He was fired, man. Yeah, the heating and cooling guy was supposed to show up a bit ago. Man, Shredder's never going to be in its final form. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, though. We could try again with the Shredder. Maybe we get another one off of this. What is he doing? Demon Fire. The value. Pretty sure I just play an 8-8. I really don't want to trade, but I don't want to die to Shadow Flame, right? Fuck it, man, we're Warrior. Gotta win somehow, right?
You think this is funny?
It's okay, Shadow Flame will kill us. Smark, you guys are all constructed players too. It's not good. They're not supposed to do this in Arena. Guys, I've seen Trump stream before. He tells me, take the value trade. We have a match for Tuesday Night Hype.
For the king.
Tournament time, boys. Who's excited about that? Yeah. I actually got in. I didn't think I would make it. Usually I don't make it in these tournaments. They really have strict standards to get in. Alright, so let's see. I'm ready. That's what the button I clicked. I don't have Dex yet, or a delay. So if Sammy watches the tournament, then we're gonna get wrecked. Turns out when your opponent can see your cards, they usually win. Alright, so the things I'm going to play, let's go. What druid deck do I have built yet? Classic. Alright, not that. I can't even recover that into a mid-range druid right now. Okay. Classic druid. What does this even look like? Really? They got the Gormag in there, that's sick. Okay. Gormag and druid. Ellie giggle. Alright, we do this and those. The same deck everyone's played since beginning of time. I think I want to tilt for Druid Mirror though, right? Other decks farm Druid too, so I just do it one of these. One of these Druid builds. Piloted shit. So yeah, we have this target Druid well, and then what the fuck am I missing? Yeah, Lothab. So Lothab or Belcher that I could put in here. Probably Lothab. You just want stats in the Druid Mirror. 5 mana 5/5s are good, and then it helps other matchups too. Alright, so we got that. Let me just double check though, I didn't look close enough. Seems good. Wait, not Paladin. Not Priest. Let's try and win at least one round. Not Mage, because I'm streaming. Freeze Mage is a terrible choice when you're streaming. Suddenly everybody has double Kazan in the tournament, and it's very strong against you. Okay, we do this. Like, how do they counter that effectively, you know? And probably... How did you get here? Not supposed to be shiny. Is it 4 decks or is it just 4 decks? Okay. Alright. Works for me. Druid, Warlock, Warrior. The 3 best classes, and then Rogue. Alright, which of these heroes do you want to ban for your opponent? You can either ban Warrior, Priest, Paladin, or Mage. So he has Priest in his lineup, which means the Warrior is automatically a Control Warrior, right? Which makes the Paladin and the Mage seem like the most likely choices would be Anything Can Happen Paladin and Freeze Mage, just because the Priest there. The Priest just dead gives away. It's the all-control lineup trying to, like, finish out aggro decks, right? So this does fine against Priest and all the stuff. This does fine against Priest. This is terrible against Priest. I don't know how I'm going to make Patron win. So the Mage has to be there to give Patron a chance to win. The Druid can beat the Priest, can beat the Warrior, can beat the Mage, and can beat the Uneven Paladin. So Druid doesn't give a fuck. This can't really beat Freeze Mage. So Mage is sketchy, but like Mage is the lock for the Warrior. So I can't ban the Mage. So Warrior is my ban? I think Warrior is the ban. I just want to have better odds of getting the Patron out, because he's targeting Patron. It makes it hard for me to win with that one. What's up? Hi, I'm streaming right now. Alright. So, is my opponent ready yet? What even is this battle tag? Oh, dude, I got rank 69 back. Sick. Alright, let's see. Your beer's ready. Okay, what classes did he have? He's got Mage, Priest, Paladin. He banned my Warrior? Oh, sweet, that's the class I was scared. I didn't think I was going to be able to get the Warrior out. So now the question is if I can get the Warlock out. So you, generally speaking, if you're just going from a raw stats perspective, you want to play the deck you have the least win rate with so you can have the most amount of tries with it. So theoretically, if this is Freeze Mage, Control Priest, and Control Paladin, my lowest win rate deck against those is going to be the Warlock. So I want to queue Warlock first so I have the maximum amount of tries to get Warlock out. So we're going to queue Warlock first, and hopefully get the Warlock out nice and easy. And then if that gets out, I feel like we're going to win the tournament. Delay, I'm assuming? Not yet. I don't know. I'd have to stop the stream to start delay, so I was like, screw it. We're just YOLOing it.
Gul'dan versus Anduin.
Alright, so this isn't that bad of a matchup. Like, it looks like a terrible matchup, but...
Your soul shall
Because we're
be
Zoo,
mine.
right? But we have piloted shredders and Hazard Shake and weird shit. So it'll be fine. Dark Bomb can be okay to snipe like an Northshire Cleric or something that can be annoying, but I would rather find minions to do that. Like Knife Juggler, Flame Imp sort of stuff. Cancer Gnome. Cancer Gnome plus PO is not the worst. Just get that quick early clear. If he goes like Cleric, Coin, Power Word, Shield, probably just have to kill it and then throw out the Imp Gang
Is
boss.
someone injured?
Who just does this? We just Dark Bomb it. Oh yeah, that's a curve. That's a curve. Is this a tourney? Yeah, man, this is a tournament. This is one of the open tournaments, just try and get BlizzCon points, so... Tuesday night hype.
Death does not scare me.
Trade or not to trade? Probably don't trade. Like, if he buffs it or whatever, this trade's still gonna be the same. It has 1 health. If they had like 3 health, maybe worth trading to try and play around Chosen a little bit. Deathlord's such a problem card. It's not a big deal. We can plow through this turn, but I don't want to lose the Shredder. We can probably just get through it since he didn't Chosen. It's that turn. It's likely he doesn't have Chosen. He drew 2 cards. His odds of finding it are kind of decent, but not great.
Do you have the artifact?
That's fine. Now he can get through it. Killed off the Imp Gang boss too, which is actually pretty good because Cabal's coming up soon, right? You don't want that guy alive for that. So we can use PO to get through. Dump my hand in Soulfire if I want. Yeah, I just clear the board here, right? So this goes here. And then Shredder goes in and Soulfire goes in. And then never get Azure Drake. It goes there. Full board against Priest. So yeah, he had a good early curve, but we'll be alright. Shredder can trade into there cleanly, but that doesn't play around any of the AoEs very good. Oh, okay. Just get the tempo Soulfire off and push Phase.
Let me change your mind.
Trade's fine, so we're okay with it. Trade first before Azure Drake. Hit the juggle, we got this trade, and then coil. 50-50. Got him. We're gonna push face.
No.
Next turn we should be finding burn guaranteed. We have lethal on the table if he doesn't clear. So I mean this deck is really good alternative to Zoo because against the control lineups like his lineup, which was targeting Zoo and things like that, as it has like Priest and Mage and Warrior, right? So good against the control decks still because you have this sort of hybrid approach to it, which gives you the chance to win against those decks as well. And it also still does very good against Druid in those. So it's like one of my favorite decks in the Conquest format because of just how versatile it is and how good it is against all the different sorts of lineups they can try and target you. Because as Zoo's gained in popularity, a lot of people have been bringing lineups to try and target Zoo. And this just defies that strategy. You just can't do that against this one. Because there aren't 4 decks in the format that can target this deck. And it's a Warlock deck that's unexpected. So it's pretty cool with the ban formats. Anyway, that was the hardest one probably to get out. The Rogue's going to get a guaranteed win against the Priest. The Druid's going to get a guaranteed win against the Priest. This guy's dead. So probably Rogue is the next lowest win rate deck. So we're going to queue up with our lowest win rate deck, which Rogue. So we'll throw that out there. It gives him the out of the Freeze Mage, which we might want to avoid, but I don't think he's going to expect us to queue it because he's going to expect us to queue... Alright, never mind. Just in case he's watching, you know. Man, he's taking so long. Why do you take so long? Now I'm getting suspicious. We switched to Druid last minute because he was taking too long. Otherwise I would have went to Rogue. Oh, now he cancels the challenge. What? You can't do that. That's against the rules. Where did he go? The Alt F forward. Now I'm stuck here. He glitched my game out. He didn't want to get caught with that switch there. He was unhappy. I guarantee you I had him with that switch. What was the guy's name? Alright, good stuff, good stuff. We get that crash. That's what happens when you Alt F4 when someone selects a deck. So, he got that Alt F4 off right when I switched decks. Or he just, his game crashed for some reason, I guess. In the middle of deck selection. Happens occasionally. God, it takes so long to load your friend request. They load in one at a time. Okay. Now the most important thing to do when this happens in a tournament is don't enter your collection, otherwise you just get banned from the tournament because they say you're changing your decks and you're a cheater. So it's important to know if you accidentally do it, there's no warnings on that one, you just get screwed. So don't look at your decks or try and like remember what your cards are or anything. Nope, that didn't work. We challenged it at the same time. This is why they need a tournament mode, man. As you see, game 1 of my tournament experience is just... ugh, you know. Alright, so I would queue up Rogue, least win rate deck. Unless this takes a long time. And I'll switch. Last minute, you know. Yeah. It's probably not going to be Mage. But if it is Mage, it's a risk I'm taking. I feel like Druid's still fine against the other decks in his lineup, so I'll be happy with it. Yeah.
I will fight.
They always too scared.
Watch your back.
Fan's not bad against Paladin. I mean, this curve, if he's anything Paladin, is actually pretty good. No removal is pretty sketchy, though. I don't know if you want to even keep Piloted Shredder. I have to mulligan as if he's Secret Paladin because that's like the more pressing concern, right? So I need to get the early game cards to deal with that deck, just because otherwise I'll get aggroed out of the game too fast. So I gotta throw everything back, try and find defensive options. Double sprint is not defensive options. Oh, he may be dead. If he's anything though, this hand's pretty good. Uh-oh. Looks like he's probably Secret Paladin. If he's mid-range Paladin, this hand might be too slow. Like, there aren't many rogue hands that are too slow to deal with mid-range Paladin, but this might be one of them. Well, you know, we could pick up a sprint or something, and then we're right back in the game. I mean, not sprint. We have enough of those. A prep or something. Double mini-bot. Look at you. What a champion. Well, next turn I want to be playing Violet Teacher, so I guess I'll just get the Deadly Dagger up, so
Go.
you can drop Violet Teacher and maybe threaten to kill whatever 3-drop he plays. Can't really deal with Muster like that, but if he went coin Minibot into Muster, then obviously we're screwed. No question about that.
Reporting for
Not
duty.
so bad. I don't think there's any sense swinging. If he like kings and trades up, we're just gonna sap anyway, so we shouldn't swing at it. If he kings this one and trades up, we can hit with the dagger, play Belcher, so we have outs for either line of using kings there, you know.
I wonder.
True Silver. True Silver leans more towards mid-range Paladin than it does towards Secret Paladin. A lot of people have not been playing True Silver Champion in their Secret Paladin, favoring Foghammer instead. Makes more sense with his lineup for this to be mid-range Paladin, so I'm going to expect him to be mid-range Paladin, you know? Even still. Even though mid-range Paladin is such like a random, uncommon thing for people to play. So,
Put this apple on your head.
Knife Juggler. All the cards could be in both still.
Not on my watch.
Alright, that's an aggro Paladin card. What? I'm confused. I'm confused and need a Blade Flurry. That's all I know. Alright, so we want to sap something, right? So we go face, test for double sacrifice first, swing at something, sap thing and buffs. Well, I want to go here though, right? Just in case the bubble gets hit. Kill the juggler. I don't really want to sap mini-bot though. It's gotta be Avenge, right?
So many.
How much do I want to
options.
gamble on that? Alright, we'll swing here. It wasn't Avenge. Interesting.
Here
So we're gonna
is
swing
justice.
here, sap the juggler. Swing here, sap the juggler. Yeah, this is better against redemption things later on in the game, so we do it that way. We have to kill him soon. We have no heals in the deck, and we have no more taunts, because we've used our one Belcher, so the game's coming to a close one way or the other pretty soon. So even though we're at 16, it's like, yeah, the game's almost over. If we get a flurry, though, it'd be insane. Then we could just go all face, set up to flurry. Probably fine. His deck doesn't have too much. I don't know what he's playing. I don't know what he's playing anymore. I was gonna say his deck probably doesn't have too much burst. Then that happened. So, aggro paladin with bomb lobbers is the deck. The deck of choice here. And we get a 1-2 off of it, which is not good for us. We haven't used any preps yet. We could try and hit like a prep flurry off of this later on. How much damage do we have? If we dagger deadly, that's 3, 6,
So many options.
12, 13, 14, 15, 16 damage. That's not even like enough. Now we can start accumulating enough. Probably gonna have to find the other flurry though at this point. Like, we need a flurry to clear his board, and then the second flurry will be able to setting up lethal. Doing that is kind of awkward. I don't understand. Cool, didn't buff him. Finley almost got the synergy there. Flurry will be able to wipe this board very easily though.
Here we go.
So now we have 12, 16 damage. He's at 17 life. We need 2 turns to do it all. We have a sprint to try and find the last bit of damage too. 2 preps in the deck, so we'll likely hit prep plus a damage spell.
On your head.
Assuming we can set up a situation where we're not dead.
Reporting for duty.
Might be hard.
Reporting
That's
for duty.
some effective damage from Paladin as far as damage out of hand goes. That's about as good as it gets. 3, 4, 5, even if we take care of juggling. Oh, that's a good card. That's a good card. We do that first. We gotta be setting up lethal soon though, because like we can't take the onslaught of this much longer. We don't have flurry. We could try and find flurry. Getting this BGH down has to be the play, right? We try and oil it and find flurry next turn. I don't want to sap. How do I win if I don't
So
sap?
many options.
I've got the beast in my
I don't know. He's got to have nothing, right? 2 damage a turn. He's probably going to kill the BGH, which might buy us some more time. If that buys us an extra turn, we get a shot. If he just drops something big like Tyrion and we get a sap off on us, it gives us another turn. We just need to find one more turn somewhere, somehow. That might do it. As far as random big-ass minions he could play that do nothing, that's one of them. Good stuff. Alright, 1 damage off lethal, still over 2 turns. That should do it.
Attention, class.
I am ready to learn.
Think Violet Teacher's better than establishing the oil that turn, because I want to get the oil buff on one of these to help me trade into the guy when he plays it again. If we get Flurry, we want to be swinging to set up lethal in case he equality consecrates, then we top deck Flurry. If I want to sprint though, I don't want a Flurry. I'm torn. I'll hold. I think it's better to hold most of the time there. Probably.
By the power of Ragnaros, I have the power!
So can we kill our opponent? 3, 4, 5, 6. Should be dead, right?
I am ready to learn. I am ready to learn.
To whiff? That's not good. That's 9, 10, 11. We got one more draw to try and make it happen, otherwise we lose. Alright, and I guess it doesn't really matter. Probably just pop this though.
I am ready to learn.
More souls!
And we're dead.
Instruction
Here we
begins.
go. I give up.
If we don't play the Violet Teacher, we were 1 damage off standing up that way anyway. So we needed a top tech regardless of which way we went. Question is 1 Thalanos draw better than going for the sprint, you know? That's really the only thing. Well, now he's got Freeze Mage. Well, he's got some sort of mage. And the priest still, so I think I'll probably just still queue rogue, try and hit the priest again. We switched last time. Well, we won last time, so we haven't lost yet. But generally speaking, it's still just go with the lowest win rate deck against the field, and this is that. I had 2 preps in the deck, but I still had 13 cards remaining in the deck, so there's like a lot of cards. You had to poison for the combo. I could use backstab to combo, or I could use poison for the combo. Either way, it doesn't change anything.
The light shall bring victory.
Watch your back.
I don't know what kind of priest deck this guy's playing, but it's probably pretty wonky. I like Deadly SI. It gives me the ability to just instantly kill something out of hand. Usually you win this game if you find one of your sprints. Do I have 2 Abyss decks? No, I only had 1 Abyss left in the deck. I don't want to play Talnos and let him farm cards. That sounds bad. It's probably just dagger pass.
Death does not scare me.
Not good, man. Alright, set up to get through the Death Lord with Dalnos Eviscerate. So, you can go here, heal it, and then there, I guess, would ruin that. Shadow Word Pain, what? Who plays this card? We're gonna lose to Priest. Sketchy stuff, man. Well, now I can't Shadow Word Pain my teacher. So that's guaranteed to get at least a little bit of value on the board. Unless he has the second Shadow Word Pain. Don't pain me, bro.
Do you have the artifact?
Alright, we'll be okay. We can get through the Death Lord this turn, too. Get rid of this cleric so he can't farm infinite draws. I'm scared of the draws that he can get. Ooh. That's pretty good. Not good enough, but it's pretty good. Probably do it soon, but first I want to just punch through this.
I am ready to learn.
Here we go.
I am ready to learn.
Instruction begins.
And I don't want him to farm infinite cards, so I gotta get rid of that cleric. Squeezing out his card draw is really important, because like eventually it becomes like a value game towards the end, you know? This is a good spot to be.
The damned stand ready.
And we got the flurry next turn with spell power. Jeez, that's gonna kill everything. It's 4 damage across the board. Hopefully something to develop with it. Nothing to develop with it. It's still worth doing. Next turn, Azure Drake Sap on whatever he plays is pretty good.
I am ready to learn.
Could cycle the fan, but then I can't redagger, so I'd rather redagger. Sometimes you can run out of damage in this matchup, so I feel good with my hand being low, just poking him a little bit, getting in those extra free damages. Wasn't Firebat on Tempo Storm? No, I wasn't on Tempo Storm. I just played a tournament with them, and for the Red Bull Team Brawl. And that was it, one tournament. Is it worth it to play Azure Drake? It's kind of an overextension. 3, 4. We could just trade in all of these. We have 3, 6, 8 damage, 9 damage. I think I want to just sprint. See what I have. Backstab's good. I can't trade in something before backstab because then it'll be damaged, so I don't get the extra value of making a token from the backstab, but I mean, it's pretty good. It's like the Emperor doesn't seem like something I really want to sap.
Here
I'll
we
poke
go.
again with the dagger. We have time to redagger. Like, Shredder sap redagger is fine. I'd rather have a Shredder on the field than an Azure Drake, especially with this board, so it's more resilient against things like Light Bomb and Alkali Circle. Make it more annoying for my opponent. 3, 6, 7, 8. No damage still. 2 preps in the deck and a sprint in hand. 7. If I sprint, I have to play a card is the big issue. Otherwise, I'm mill a card. So I think it's fine just to get a Shredder down.
Instruction begin.
Probably hold the dagger at this point because I'm not going to have very much time to redagger with the amount of cards I have in my hand that I'm playing. And my opponent's at really low health.
You have better.
Alright. Now we just have Druid. Druid always gets a win, right? So, unless we draw like total shit. We have Druid versus Priest and then Druid versus Mage. Theoretically, if his lineup makes any sense at all, the the Mage is going to be Freeze Mage or some sort of Control Mage variant. Because all of his other decks are Control decks. So we should be aight. Q's again with the Priest.
The light shall bring victory.
I must protect the
Azure Drake's pretty sweet against Priest, but not sweet enough to keep probably. We need Wild Growth, Innervate, Shredder, Shade. None of these cards. Living Roots turn 1 just gives his cleric something to farm, so it's probably not even worth playing. Rather use it for removal later on in the game. We're having an exciting round here.
For the wild.
Druid with turn 2 hero power feels bad. Why aren't I playing ranks? Because I'm camping. Tournament, man. Gotta get BlizzCon points. This is not going well. Turn 1, turn 2, turn 3. Hero power pass. What a game. Druid, best deck in the game, right? That's what people tell me. They all say Druid's so strong. Alright, well I don't want to use the coin here because I still want to be able to play a 7-drop and turn earlier, I guess. Otherwise my curve is like coin Azure Drake into do nothing into do nothing into do nothing, because that's how strong my hand is, so. Let's try and go coin Azure Drake into coin lore, get something going on here, and maybe have to combo clear this or whatever. Lotheb's not terrible. If this was still at 8, I would go Lotheb, because the turn after we could go Azure Drake Living Roots and clear it off, but probably not worth it right now. I don't know, this just dies on board though. This doesn't die on board. So I want to play something that doesn't just get wiped out by the board. Really? He's a big Death Lord. Got a lot of eggs in that basket. Probably worth silencing, honestly. Just to not have to worry about it. But well, I don't develop anything while silencing this turn. So I think I'd rather bump it and just either play Lore or War. And I want to play... Like, if War gets entombed here, it's pretty bad for me, but it's not the end of the world, so I think I'll go with the War and hope it sticks around a little bit. Entombed or Death is like pretty bad, but it's not the end of the world.